All right, everybody. We are now live. Chris and Sarah, we're here to paint some miniatures again tonight. Do you want to show them what we painted
last time?
Last time?
Sure.
That's what we painted last time. And we got to finish these up. It's somewhere in there. You're going to get a picture. There we go. That's a little better. Alright. We good?
Blurry, yeah.
Alright.
There's another one.
There's another one right there.
How do I get it to focus better? If I want to show really close.
It doesn't autofocus.
It won't auto. Okay, does this one autofocus?
Yeah, I think that one does. There you go. Ha! Look at that mean guy. Right there.
Okay.
Alright. So, anyways, we got to finish up the Cruel Boys, and then do you want to show them what we got to paint after that? Those guys right there.
Yeah, these guys, I don't know quite what, I don't know what these guys are called, but...
Goblins.
Goblins?
Yeah, they're part of the Cruel Boys, though.
Oh.
Wait.
There's another one of these guys.
There's two more.
Oh yeah, two more of these that we missed, so...
Fail.
Oh well, we'll have to work on those too.
And
then isn't there more to do on these?
Yeah, there's more to do on those.
Yeah.
And then I think what we're going to do while we're painting is chat about current events and read Reddits, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
Does that sound like a good plan?
It does.
Right.
But before we do that, can we find what colors we're doing and...
Yeah, right here. Oh, here they are.
What, Okay, so what parts are we doing right now?
Well, we got to do the shields still, remember? You want to hand me one of those guys?
The silver part on the shields?
Well, we did the silver part.
Oh, what part then? I can't remember.
Well, so if you look at them, the faces need to be done.
What were the colors for that?
And then we need to touch up the green again. You want me to find you a picture?
Yes, please. Touch up the green, you said?
Yeah, here, I'll show you.
Are you saying where we, like, messed up?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So, looking for a good picture for you here. And we don't have to stick to, like, the guideline. You know that, right?
Yeah.
But, like, here's, like, a super done one.
So silver and... Okay.
Red
Okay. Well, you just tell me what you want to do and I'll start.
Mean colors.
Maybe I should start painting.
Here's a good example. Do you see? So they do the eyes and they do those little
and
knobs.
The teeth.
Silver,
and then they do black behind the teeth.
Yep.
So maybe actually we should do black behind the teeth first.
Well, okay. If you can get that, if you can get there, do it.
Well, do you have a fine...
I am fine, yeah.
You are fine, but can I have a fine paintbrush?
Yeah.
And I can try and do some of the...
That one's really fine right there.
Okay. Where's the black?
You got the paints right there.
Oh. Here's the black.
Grooving. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Do you have a scissors or something?
No, I don't. You need scissors?
I'm just trying to get this label thing off.
All right. So, let me ask you, what is new in the world? So you paint that. I'm gonna paint some silver stuff like the teeth and things. Okay.
Okay. But no, because we got to do the black first.
Oh, you're gonna try and get black
Yeah.
in between the teeth?
Before we do the teeth, yeah.
Okay, so should I do the green?
Well,
I'll do the green
you could
then.
work on these guys too. You could get these started.
Oh, okay. So I'll do green because I need to do green on them.
You gotta touch up green and then
Yep.
add green to these two guys.
We're gonna use Auric Flesh is the paint. Yeah, it's hard to figure out. There we go.
This is really hard to get much paint out of this.
Do you like that, Pete?
I do. What is this?
DMCA free beats. So it's just people that put these beats together, and then you can.
What's Joe doing tonight? You should ask him to join.
I just did.
Oh.
Or I just told him we were live. See if he chimes in the chat or anything.
Oh, okay.
Joey Joe, where you at, buddy? Okay. Is this still good? I think that's still an okay brush. So what's new? Talk to me, Goose.
What's new? Nothing. Just.
In the world.
Oh,
There's
in the
nothing
world.
new. There's no
Oh.
new news out there.
There's the. I thought you were talking personally. There's the the Titan submersible that was lost. That's one story.
Yeah.
What else?
And that one. So, do you think they just didn't talk about the explosion because they? Like, why wasn't the explosion brought up?
Yeah,
like,
until
well before now.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Maybe they didn't. Honestly, I don't know. What's your feeling? Because it doesn't really make any sense to me.
What I read was that they did give the say that they heard the news, but there wasn't any corroborating evidence.
So they didn't want to put misleading information out there.
Or maybe jeopardize a rescue mission in case the info was wrong. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But I think now that they found the debris, it's like...
Yeah, they basically needed to confirm it before they made it public, apparently. But maybe they were telling the family, at least, what they were thinking.
There's no hope.
Yeah.
Would you ever do a submarine tour?
Never.
Well,
I mean,
not
well,
now.
the other thing is, apparently you're basically just looking at it through a screen, or there's a really small porthole that you can look out and see. And, I'd rather, if I'm gonna see it, I want to see it. So,
Right.
what's the point of going down there to see it through a teeny little window or just on a screen? We can do that with, one of those remote vehicles that, have already gone down there and done that. So,
Well, I mean, I saw it pretty well on that movie.
Titanic?
Right? So isn't that
Well, the producer of that movie, or director, actually has gone down, or he's gone down there somehow. Either he went down there or he had a remote
he
vehicle.
was one of the first people, I thought.
Yeah.
To view it.
Yeah. So
He kind of started submersible tourism there.
yeah. But I don't know. It just doesn't sound fun to me. Being stuck in something the size of a van, and I don't know, just not worth it.
How long are you down there for?
2.5 hours to get down there, and then you can look around for 3 hours, and then another 2.5 hours back. And it's 2.5 miles from the surface of the ocean. So apparently they must have known something was wrong, though, because they they have weights or something that they dropped.
Yeah.
In an effort to start going back up, and that's when it imploded.
Oh no.
After that. So
That's disturbing. How do you know that the weights were?
I don't know, it was reported in the news.
Okay.
But but hopefully the guy who knew who was going back up was keeping everybody calm and just saying, you know what, we're having a little issue, we're gonna go back up, so that they could be at peace, I guess, in their last moments.
Because you don't want your last few moments to
be in terror.
First time chat, Jindy Frags. Hey, thanks for joining us. Yeah, we're painting miniatures and talking current events. If you got anything to shout out on, go ahead and put it in the chat and we'll try and catch it. All right, so adventure tourism. Is there any place that you would go
that's like adventurous?
Yeah.
So you're talking like exploring, like Mount Everest or Antarctica somewhere.
Anywhere. Any adventure
space.
Tourism. Space.
I don't know. It depends on how uncomfortable it would be. Like I was saying about the submersible, how like you're in this tiny little space and
claustrophobic.
Yeah, and then also, is it worth what you get to see or experience? Like, I personally don't enjoy like suffering or being miserable, so to me that would make it not worth it if I was gonna be uncomfortable.
What about like Antarctica? Or something like that.
I don't know. I mean,
like going to see the penguins.
Nah. I'm not an adventurer. What about you? That doesn't sound appealing to me.
Is there any countries that you wouldn't go to?
Yeah, any that are, North Korea, Russia, any dangerous countries where they don't treat Americans or humans well.
Is there any dangerous countries that you would want to go to?
Well, not if it's dangerous. No, I don't think so. No. What about you?
It kind of depends, on what dangerous is, right?
Yeah.
I don't think I would go to North Korea, but I'd probably go to Cuba. I don't know if that ranks as dangerous anymore or not.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But I think that I would be okay with that kind of danger.
Yeah.
Hey, Jindy, this is my wife, Sarah. So that's the relationship. And she is nice enough to paint these miniatures with me.
And chat.
I think she likes painting them probably more than I do.
Yeah, painting them is kind of fun.
All right, so crap.
Oh, you messed up?
Well, yeah. These things are so tiny. How are you? Are you able to do it better than I? I think you're able to do it better than me.
Probably.
Yeah, of course you're able to do it better than me.
Sorry.
Without a question, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, I need this one back. Okay. Thank you.
All right. So, yes, I would go to Cuba. I'd go for sure to India or something. I'm not sure. Is that dangerous?
I think traffic is really dangerous there.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of American cities, though.
Well, yeah,
based
but
on that, you wouldn't
worse than American cities.
go to LA or something.
No, they don't. I don't think they have as many regulations with their traffic and stuff. So you don't want to do that.
Okay, so you're not going to go to India because of the traffic.
Nope. That's correct.
All right. What about you said no to Russia, right?
Yes. I said no to Russia.
Okay.
At least right now.
Yeah. What about Mexico? Seems like there's been some stuff
I would go
in the news there.
Yeah, but that doesn't seem as risky.
Yeah. Jindy is asking, would we go to Finland?
Oh gosh, yes. Oh wait, I think I would. Is there a reason to not go there?
They're too nice and kind.
I'm aware. They border Russia. I think, but I don't know.
Jindy, are you from Finland, or have you been to Finland?
And what would your reason be?
To go to Finland?
Or,
Because it
no,
looks
no,
beautiful.
no. I was gonna say to not go. Is there a reason to not go there?
I'd like to go there, so please say that there's nothing wrong with Finland. Or else I'm going to be going without my wife.
No, I'd probably want to go there.
Oh, now you're going to go.
Yeah, I don't, unless she knows something I don't. Or somebody knows something I don't. Okay, I think I'm done with the black. Let me see that one. Oh, yeah, okay.
All right.
Oh, I gotta do this.
You got to do around the eyes, though.
Oh, what do I have to do on the eyes?
Well, you said you're going to do the little black spots around the eyes, too.
I thought the eyes were silver. Can you show me the picture again?
Yeah.
I don't see.
Yes, I'm from Finland. If there's a reason, it's because you're an extrovert. Okay.
Oh, to not go?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely not an extrovert, so I would probably fit in there well.
How's the weather there right now? We're Minnesota, so we get pretty cold. I don't know if you guys get colder than us or if we get colder than you. I think we're both kind of in cold places, right? I was trying to pull up a picture here. Okay, so what else is new in the news? See, they have the black around the eyes there.
Oh gosh, that's hard. Okay. How am I gonna do that exactly? Wait, let me see it again. Go back.
I gotta convert Celsius to Fahrenheit.
Oh.
Alright, let's see what that is. Oh! Yeah, it's 77 in Finland right now.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna be like in the 70s this weekend. We actually had some heat the last couple of days, but we'll get back down to the 70s the next few days.
Or 25 Celsius.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Exactly. Yeah, no, I want to go to Finland. I think I want to do
It borders Norway, right?
Yeah, I want to do Finland.
Because I've always
and
wanted
Norway
to go to Norway too.
Yeah. Alright, so here's the picture of what they're supposed to look like.
Oh gosh. Okay.
So like, just so you know what we're... Oh, it's 3 a.m.
Oh my gosh.
Just so well, you're not going to be able to see what we're trying to paint these cruel boys. Alright, so what else is new in the news?
What else is new? What else is new?
Did you hear that Musk and Zuckerberg are going to fight?
Yeah, what is all that about? A cage match? They're obviously... What?
For charity.
Oh, for charity?
Yeah.
They're going to actually fight?
Well...
Like a physical, like...
They are potentially going to fight for charity, and the thought is it could be the biggest fight ever. They could literally raise hundreds of millions of dollars for charity.
Interesting idea. That's pretty cool.
So Zuckerberg has been training for 18 months on how to fight in like jiu-jitsu or some MMA style. Musk, the joke was, he said his best move is the walrus, and that's just where he lays on top of you and doesn't move.
Okay.
So
that's weird.
So the money will probably be on Zuckerberger to win that fight.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Why Zuckerberg though? Isn't he much smaller than Musk?
Yeah, Musk is bigger and taller. So you would think that Musk would have the upper hand, but he also hasn't been training at all. So
okay.
I mean, at the end of the day, neither of them. Yeah. Neither of them are going to fight well. I mean, it's two computer dorks against each other, right?
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be an embarrassment. But yes, absolutely expect a lot of people to tune in to watch that.
Yeah, that's a really interesting idea. I wonder how they came up with that. And I'm a little surprised that they're focusing on what kind of charities are they going to do this for, I wonder.
Well, I think it's an organization that puts it together. I mean, I just, like, it just came out in the news.
Okay.
I don't know any particulars other than, have I seen chess boxing? So that's where they box for a round and then play chess, and then box for a round and then play chess again.
Interesting.
And you have to win both, right?
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I haven't seen it. God, I'm horrible at painting these things.
Yeah, yar.
Is that what they should do, though? They should probably do like that. Like play chess and then box. I mean, nobody wants to see them really like hurt each other.
Right, but it'd be entertaining, for sure. It's a cool idea.
Actually, I'm sure some people would like both of them to hurt each other.
Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, I think I got... Did I get the eyes on that guy? No, you're just... Okay.
Yeah.
That's the last one I got to do the eyes on.
Okay, I still got to do quite a bit. Alright, what else is new in the news today? Let's see here. I'll just go to some top stories. Oh, Jindy, this is probably very pertinent to you. We just are hearing about some unrest in Russia. I don't know anything more than that, but it sounds like there's a lot of issues going on with the Wagner group.
Yep. I'm ready for a new color, I think.
Are you?
Yeah.
Alright.
Can you hand me a paper towel? What?
Okay, so you know how I read Dear Abby?
Yeah.
Dear Abby, my toxic sister-in-law wore a wedding dress to my husband's funeral.
What?
I was never close to my late husband's family. He had 2 half-siblings from his mother and 7 from his father. He was the only mutual child between them. At his funeral, his sister on his mother's side wore what appeared to be a white wedding dress and had her 3 daughters dressed like flower girls. She had threatened me often with violence and stalked me at my job. I got a protective order, but it took 3 filings to get it because her father has friends in the court system. The order is for 1 year, but we'll see what happens when it expires. Everyone in the family has demanded a portion of his ashes. I refused to divide them because he wanted to be buried with me, and I want to abide by his wishes. For almost a year, so this was the caretaker, took care of my father-in-law, who had dementia, without any of the other kids helping. Of course, that's always the case. I've since cut ties with all of them. They are toxic, and I know why my husband kept me away from them. Oh, this is the family-in-law. Okay. Should I feel guilty for not sharing his remains or feel good for carrying out his last wishes? The family says we should be working together, but I've never even met some of them until he passed away.
No. If he wanted, she should do what he wanted and what they talked about. Period.
Right?
Yeah.
So this is what Abby says. As the widow, your husband's remains belong solely to you, and you are legally entitled to carry out his wishes. However, if his relatives are as toxic as you describe, you may need help of an attorney to enforce it.
Yeah, that kind of stinks. Wonder why they care so much if they didn't even really have a relationship with him. Or some of them she said she'd never even met, so obviously he hadn't seen them.
Yeah. Yeah, the whole family thing, it's always like a crapshoot, isn't it? Mm-hmm. I had read this one earlier. Dear Abby, I am cheating on my wife with a younger woman.
Ooh.
Snappers. I met my wife in college. We've been married for 40 years and have 2 adult sons. My wife had a brief affair early in our marriage, but we have long since moved on from that. However, increasingly over the last 15 years, my wife, career homemaker, her choice, has been aggressively making demands in exchange for anything she does for me.
Dang.
I.e., if I don't buy her something, she won't cook dinner, do laundry, or have sex. I buy her things all the time. And I give her an allowance, roughly 70% of my take-home pay. Some of her demands I simply cannot afford, so I often cook, clean, etc. myself. As a result, we haven't had sex in more than 10 years.
Oh my god.
2 years ago, I met a younger woman. She's also married, although separated. She still shares a home with her husband and their 2 children. We meet as often as we can, and I find her delightful and easy to get along with. Lately, she's been saying she wants us to leave our situations and get married. My concern is twofold. First, when my wife gets angry, she threatens to divorce me and take everything I've got, even if it costs her everything as well. She does not bluff. Second, my girlfriend is so much younger than I am that I'm concerned that while things are great now, I'll be an elderly man in the not too distant future and could be a burden to her. What are your thoughts?
Man, that sounds like a crappy situation. What did she say?
What did Abby say?
Yeah.
Well, I'm curious on what your thoughts are. So
That sucks.
they don't have a relationship. I mean, they say they're married, but they're just...
Well, yeah. His wife sounds awful. So for his own happiness...
Everybody who is angry at their spouse makes their spouse sound awful.
Yeah, maybe she's not as awful as he says.
I don't know. It sounds pretty awful, though. Is he wrong for... I mean, really, the only thing that he's done wrong is not just in the marriage that he's got, right?
Yeah, and having an affair, but we don't know. I mean, I'm sure he's leaving out some things about himself that he's done, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That make him a bad husband, I'm guessing. I mean, It sounds very toxic. It makes me wonder, like, is he like, was he like her sugar daddy or something? Like, did he know going into this that that's what he was marrying? I guess not, because they have adult kids and stuff, but were things ever good? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's been 10 years. Jindy says it is too complicated to say anything.
Exactly. We don't have enough information to make a good determination.
Right? Could you be Abby? Like, I don't know that I could, like, just sit there and spout, like, opinions on... Well, I am sitting here spouting opinions, but...
Especially when you don't have, like, all the facts,
right?
Yeah, that's hard.
Yeah, absolutely, they leave the stuff out. Make themselves look better. Nobody ever, fesses up to their side of the street. It's always somebody else's fault. Right?
He sounds messed up too. Sorry to say, but they all sound.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. Okay, I absolutely understand relationships don't work out, but just like you got a time frame. Like you don't just fall into bed with somebody.
Right.
Right? Like
Yeah.
Go and be like, hey, this relationship, this marriage isn't working out. Let's be done.
Yeah.
You don't have to cheat on somebody. Just wait like a week.
Right. Be like, here's where I'm at. Do you want to work on it? No? Okay, then.
Out, yo.
Yeah.
Seems reasonable, doesn't it?
I think so.
God, there's so many spots on these things that I miss.
I just can't believe how small these things are.
Alright, should I go to the... Am I the asshole?
What? Oh, the
Reddit?
The Reddit threads?
Yeah. I'll go there in just a second. We'll see what we got.
Okay.
Alright. So that's what Abby has. People are scared to break up and scared of conflict. That's right. I mean, there's kids sometimes, there's extenuating circumstances. Maybe you're not financially independent. Maybe maybe there's pets, right? Dogs. I mean, there's all sorts of considerations. And but I think at the end of the day, when you look back on it, like afterwards, like everything works out, right?
I think he was also worried about this younger woman taking care of him in his older age. There's no guarantees that she would want that. So that's a risk. He needs to decide if he's willing to take, I guess.
All right. Huh. What's an SIL?
Sister-in-law.
Oh. Ooh, this one sounds good. Okay. Am I the asshole for telling my sister that no one cares about her child?
Ooh.
My wife, Emily, gave birth to our lovely daughter 5 months ago, and she's just a joy. My niece, Sophia, is a pretty successful child model. Since the age of 2, she's been on billboards, commercials, clothing advertisements, etc. She's done work for many well-known brands about her career, and her career seems to blossom. My sister, Nina, is very proud, understandably, of her daughter. Every time Sophia books a gig, Nina immediately texts the entire family about her daughter. She'll subtly brag to us about how successful her daughter is, how she's paying for the water bill at 10 years, or how Sophia is the true star of the family. It can be annoying, but it's harmless for the most part. Since Emily and I gave birth, Nina's been passive-aggressive comments about our daughter's looks. Uh-oh.
That's messed
For
up.
example, when we first shared a picture of our newborn daughter in the family group chat, Nina replied with, "Oh, she's beautiful, but not as pretty as my Sophia." Or when my mother made an offhand comment about how she already resembles my wife, Nina said, "Yeah, they share the same unique features." She was not saying unique in a kind way. These are only a few examples. For the most part, I've been able to brush these off. It's not worth something starting a big fight over. Nina and Sophia came over last weekend. Now I've been a bit distant from Nina since I've had my daughter. Her comments about my daughter's appearance and passive-aggressive digs at my wife have not sat right with me. However, I thought to extend an olive branch since she really wanted to see our daughter. We had chocolate cake for dessert. Sophia told us she couldn't eat it because her mother, Nina, said to her that chocolate and refined sugars will give her pimples. Emily reassured her that it was nothing to worry about, and Nina immediately interjected and said, "Oh, she does, 'cause look at you, Emily." I was stunned. However, Emily gave me a look that told me to drop it. Oh. Emily reassured her there was nothing to look at, to worry about. Nina immediately interjected and said, "Yeah, it does. Look at you." At Emily. So Emily must have zits. Emily gave me a look and told me to drop it. So I did. I hope that was the only backhanded comment of the afternoon. Nina spent the entire lunch talking about Sophia. We all know those types of people. She kept saying that Sophia was destined to be a star from birth, or that Nina was the better grandchild. The entire afternoon was uncomfortable, with Nina bragging about Sophia's accomplishment and Sophia and I awkwardly following along. Emily mentioned how her daughter is beginning to sit up. Nina cuts in saying how our daughter could easily book a role, but her downside is that she's just an ugly baby. When we looked at her,
That can't be real.
Shocked, she complained that her daughter looked much better at that age and was already primed to be a star.
Nobody talks like that.
Maybe I was extremely sleep deprived, but I yelled at Nina that I couldn't care less about Sophia and I want to enjoy my meal in peace. Nina was offended and left in a hurry after cussing my wife and child out. Emily says that I probably shouldn't have said that in front of Sophia.
I can't believe that's even a question. That lady sounds messed up. I would never, ever associate with her. Ever.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever, ever.
Yeah. She's toxic.
The sister.
Yeah, the sister.
Not the guy. The guy's not.
No, yeah, the girl, the sister.
So, we agree he's not the asshole.
No, he's not.
As a legitimate complaint about somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You gonna paint anymore?
You're so much better at it than I am. I'll paint this. You got confused. The gist is the guy's sister comes over and starts saying how great her daughter is, and that his new daughter was just not up to snuff, and he called her out on it.
Why would anybody say that? That is so rude. I can't believe these are real people that talk like that and act that way.
Wow. This is a longer... Well, I'll try and shorten this. The tagline on this: am I the asshole for serving my girlfriend a smaller portion of food?
Depends, I guess.
Went to the apartment yesterday to hang out. Decided to cook her dinner. Chicken marsala, not a bad choice. Mashed potatoes and garlic bread. Middle of watching a movie, she told me just to serve the dinner for her. So when he brought out the plate, he gave her less on the plate than he put on his own. She yelled at me and said I was missing the point and threw out her plate of food and called me a jackass.
What?
Afterwards, she started crying and told me to leave.
There must be a deeper issue here, because that seems like an overreaction, so there must be something else going on there.
Right?
Yeah, because that's a total overreaction.
Yeah, I mean, look at you. I always serve you less than me, except for spaghetti, because I know that even though you won't eat it.
Yeah. I just don't eat as much as you.
Yeah, but you fill the plate up.
But
like
if I got really mad at you about that, I would say that I was mad at you for some other reason, and that was just a symptom.
The thing.
Yeah, that was just the trigger.
Trigger. She was looking for a reason to break up with him? Or no, something else was going on.
Yeah, she's mad at him for something else.
You think she's mad at him, or you think there's just another thing?
I think she's mad at him. I think she's mad at him. And maybe he's just not very thoughtful, or he's selfish most of the time, and this is just another example of it. I don't know.
He's selfish? How do you get that?
I'm saying...
How did this all of a sudden become he's selfish?
No,
wow.
We don't know. What I'm saying is maybe he...
It's clear that he's got the problem because she was the one yelling at him. I get it.
No.
Apparently he is the asshole.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I'm just saying something else there.
To me, it doesn't make sense to be that angry about that, and so there's something else that she's actually more angry about.
Jindy thinks that they need to just talk more.
That makes sense.
Right?
Communicate. That's usually half the problem, half the battle.
Yeah, especially when, you're not listening to me.
Right, yeah. What about when you're not listening to me?
What'd you say?
What about when you're not... Shut up, brat.
Oh, that was well played.
Was that fun?
That was well played.
Good job.
I'm good at this.
You are.
All right.
Well, you really messed this guy up.
All right. How about I read more and you paint more?
No. This is a guy you messed up last time.
Okay. I'm going to find... Ooh. Am I the asshole for refusing to relocate for my husband's career? They have a 2-year-old, and she's pregnant. They both had careers that they loved. But when they had kids, she would be the stay-at-home mom until primary school. That made most sense. Husband's contract is up. Recruiters are coming around. Opportunity is really appealing. Dream job. Horrible location. Unsafe. Terrible schools. She doesn't want to relocate to a bleep hole city. He's received a lot of offers and other. So this isn't the only potential. It's just this is the best one.
Yeah.
Before you think I'm stuck up for not wanting to move to the bleep city, let me just say that even the subreddit for this place actively discourages people from relocating there. I'm curious where this is going to be.
Yeah, why can't she say?
So far, no one has guessed correctly, and the guesses are so far off. I doubt anyone has ever heard of this place unless they live there. Imagine way smaller, one school, no preschools, barely any parks.
What country? We don't even know what country.
She's not saying where it is, but it's a small town.
But it could be any country. So.
It's in English, so I'm going to assume it's in America.
Not necessarily. It could
okay, it could be anywhere.
Australia,
It could be in
South
Australia,
Africa.
but I would move to just about anywhere in Australia. I think that sounds pretty cool. Go live out in the outback. All right. So, is she the asshole for putting the foot down?
No. They both need to want to go, I think, to go.
I mean, Jindy says they should compromise and talk more about the last one, but that's probably just as applicable on this one, right?
Yes. I mean, she didn't list any pros, so, I mean, I guess we need to know why is he so insistent.
Money and opportunity. But here's the thing.
But is that worth sacrificing everything else?
Pay does not always mean the best job, right?
What about cost of living and opportunities and
all of that stuff?
Yeah. What are you getting? What color?
I think I'm gonna try and do some like the highlight stuff.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna try that.
All right. Are we done touching up the green guys then?
Well, yeah, but now, we got to do the silver parts. You want to do the silver parts, and I'll try and do the super stuff.
Yeah, we're out of green anyway.
Are we?
Well, in our little thing we are.
So, Jindy, you said it was like 3 a.m. in Finland. What part of the country in Finland are you from? Not that I know very much about Finland, but it'd be cool for us to look it up on the map and see. Middle. Okay. Let's see here.
Lati? I'm probably saying that wrong.
Yeah, we are. But let's look it up. Finland. This would be kind of cool. Ooh. That looks pretty.
That looks like northern Minnesota.
Yeah, it kind of looks like northern Minnesota right there. We're the land of 10,000, originally closer to Russia.
What?
She said originally closer to Russia.
Oh.
We are from Minneapolis, Minnesota, which Minnesota is the land of 10,000 lakes. I'm just looking at pictures on Google here. We're from the land of 10,000 lakes, and we literally have 3 lakes within blocks of us. So this looks kind of familiar.
Yeah, it actually does.
I mean, this could be Lake Minnetonka just down the road from us.
Yeah.
Maybe that explains why so many of the Finnish and Norway and everybody.
Why everybody what? What were you gonna say?
So here's a picture of Lake Minnetonka. Looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
To where you're at.
Is this the color
yeah, that looks good.
For which parts though? You talking about like on the shield, like the inside of the
teeth,
eyes?
the teeth and the eyes, and yeah. Okay, so here's a question for you, Jindy, and I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong, but like every country has a food that you just have to try. Like, what would be the Finnish food that we have to try at some point? I'm interested to find that out.
Yeah, if we've ever heard of it.
Korvapussti.
Oh, that's a mouthful.
Huh? I'm not going to try saying it because I feel like I'm going to say it so absurdly wrong. That it just, okay. So it's essentially a cinnamon roll.
Let me see. Ooh, that looks delicious. Okay, so it's what we would call a cinnamon roll.
Except for they look
better. I'm sure they are better.
Because they don't do. Is this what we're talking about? Something like that right there. I don't know if it's coming through.
Oh. Rice and rice. Oh, she said yes. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Is that?
That looks really good.
Yeah. What's on top of there? Is that like
Like a sprinkled sugar kind of thing?
Oh, okay.
I make a pretty good cinnamon roll but not to this coolness. Mine look like American ones. I'm gonna Google the other thing that you typed in. Karjalan. Yep, here it is. Oh.
Let me see.
That looks like it could be good too.
Ooh. What does it say it is? Like.
Ooh, and a creamy soup. That sounds good. I like soups as well. So.
Salmon soup. Interesting.
I think we're gonna have to try and make these things.
That would be fun.
So, what did she say? It's rice and a rye crust. That sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Looks good. All right, so.
And I've never heard of it either.
Yeah, that's new to me.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have to check that out.
For sure.
All right, I'm gonna go back to Reddit. We'll see what else is going on.
What?
Would I be? So this is a decision that hasn't been made yet.
Okay.
Would I be the asshole if I go on a trip a week after my long distance boyfriend comes to live with me?
Well.
My boyfriend and I have been together for almost 3 years. The last 3/4 of the year, we've been long distance on different continents because she went back to university. We planned for him to move to my country in the fall. Now I'm almost finished with school and there's a trip planned for 4 days to a neighboring country. I'd really want to go because it might be the last chance to go with school and my friends there. The problem is the trip is scheduled a week after my boyfriend would arrive. I asked him, and while he doesn't want to tell me no, he's hurt as I would be putting friends and fun above him.
But
I wouldn't go on a trip if he'd just come for a visit, obviously, because time would be short. But since he's coming permanently, I feel like we have enough time for each other.
yeah, I agree with her. I don't think she's an asshole for that.
Well, okay, so here's my question. Why isn't she inviting him?
Well, maybe it's only for students. It's not,
No, this is like after. This is after the school is over. Like, she's got some schoolmates that want to go party for 4 days, and he's not inviting her. That's how I'm reading.
Maybe they're all girls. They don't want guys there. You know? Maybe it's a girl thing.
Could be a girl thing. Could be. But I don't know. I would certainly feel like, hey, is this really as strong? I mean, you hadn't seen him. He's been in another country for the last 9 months. Mm-hmm. And he's moving to a new country, so he wouldn't know anybody in this new country.
That's true. That's a good point.
It's not like he's just like coming back.
Yeah. I don't know. That one's tricky. I kind of want her to be able to go, though, because I don't know.
Yeah, so Jindy, the story was boyfriend and girlfriend live in other continents. They're finally going to move back to the same place, but she wants to go on vacation right when he gets there without him. And dyslexia, my oldest daughter has dyslexia, so university age, it sounds like in the story. She's just getting out of college. So, but my oldest daughter, who's in high school, has dyslexia, so very familiar with that. Okay. Am I the asshole for taking away my 6-year-old's smartwatch his mom bought him? He has full custody. She sees him periodically. He doesn't see the need for the kid to have a watch, and I think he's worried that it's got GPS. And she might use it to...
Well, what is he leaving out? Is she a risk? I mean, then yes, I think he's making the right choice. If she's, like, dangerous or something.
Well, I think the ultimate thing here is, right, like...
What kid that age needs a smartwatch?
Exactly. And if you're the parent, the full-time custody parent...
Yeah, you get to make those decisions.
Right? I feel like if you're the full-time parent, that you should be the one that's really, like... Because the other parent isn't really there.
Yeah, I agree. That one was easy. What? What?
Oh, just the article, the headline on this. Am I the asshole for pretending to do the keto diet with my wife?
Pretending?
Pretending.
Oh, dang. Yes. You should not lie to her. What do you think? I think that's messed up.
Yeah. Yeah, Jindy, go ahead and throw it in chat. She's got one that she's been thinking about all day.
Oh, yeah. Let's hear it.
Let's hear it. Oh, there's a link. All right, let's click on the link here. Am I the asshole for forcing my stepdaughter to cut her hair? Is this one yours, like, or just one that you've read? I met my husband 8 years ago, and we've been married for 6. He has an 11-year-old daughter from a previous relationship. I work from home. Oh, you read it today. Okay. So you read the Am I the Asshole ones too? I like it.
That's crazy.
I work from home, so I mainly end up taking care of her. I have since she was young. We have generally good relationship. She stays at her mother's most weekends. She's incredibly long, blonde, wavy hair just past her bottom. It's a nightmare to take care of. It frequently tangles, and she always needs help brushing and styling it before school. I'm not a morning person, and I do not like having to wake up early to do a kid's hair. It's expensive to maintain as she requires more products and all of that. She also insists she has to use the curly hair shampoo and extra stuff for that and goes through all of it at a fast rate. She won't use a brush, yada, yada, yada. I decided she'd become obsessed with her hair and I do not want her to become vain, so I decided it needs to be cut. I don't see it as a big deal as I've always had shoulder-length hair as my hair does not grow very fast and I get frequent trims. I took her to the hairdressers as normal. In the car on the way, she said she wants to make sure the hairdresser doesn't cut too much. I politely explained that I'd like her to cut her hair to shoulder length. At first I thought she was joking, but when she realized she started to cry. We got to the salon. The hairdresser was reluctant to cut her hair due to the tears.
Oh.
I explained the trouble we have maintaining it, ensured cutting it would be best for her. In the end, the stylist agreed and cut her hair. The stylist braided her hair and then cut it. She kept it. The hair is now just past shoulder length and looks a lot darker. The car ride home was silent. She offered McDonald's to try and win back the affection. My husband went up to see her when he got home and apparently found her on the bed sobbing, holding her old hair. My husband immediately called her mother to come and collect her, and as soon as my stepdaughter was out the door, he started yelling. Her mother also came in and gave me a mouthful. I explained my reasoning, but my husband wouldn't budge. He said that if I had an issue, he would have did her hair in the morning so that he didn't mind paying for the products. He was so furious, he said he no longer trusts me around his daughter and doesn't know if he can be with a woman who doesn't trust with her. This broke my heart. I don't mean her any harm. I was just so tired I'm trying to reduce stress. Are they married? Is this the... Yeah, married for 6. So she's been living with this daughter. This isn't a new thing. She's been living with the daughter for a while.
I think she should not have done it.
Why she didn't ask from biological mom and dad, and why she thought that she can make the decision.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think that was right for her to make that decision. That wasn't her place.
Yeah. Jindy, I'm interested in what else you were thinking on that one, but what I'm surprised about is if you're married, if you've known this girl and you've been a motherly figure. Yeah, husband would do her hair, but she didn't even ask for the help.
Right. She should have asked for help first, and then they talked about it. I get it, though. I remember trying to deal with my kids' hair, and it was... When they were little, it was a pain in the butt, but, again, that was, I'm their mom, so...
Well, the other thing, though, is you knew, like, how to talk to them about it beforehand. Right. Like, you know, when we had Addie cut her hair, it was a conversation, and we got Addie's buy-in. It was the same thing for our daughter, Addison. She had long hair, and it just was really hard for her to take care of. And so...
I was thinking about Josie's, how she would cry every morning when we would brush it, because she wouldn't brush it herself. And she's a messy eater, so she'd get food in her hair, and it would get all sticky, and it was just a battle every day.
But you didn't, like, force her to cut her hair.
No, I didn't. I talked her into it.
Yeah, it was a conversation over some days. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, surprise, we're at the hair cutters.
Chopping your hair off. Yeah, exactly.
So what I'm just surprised that she doesn't have that relationship after 6 years. So that tells me there's something else. Like Jindy's talking about, why did she do this? Yeah. Yeah, the child knew what she wanted, but the stepmom didn't even want to help. Yeah, there's a huge disconnect between the stepmom and the daughter. And she hasn't built that relationship up like she should have, it sounds like.
Well, and it's just, even if she did, that's just not her decision. You know, she doesn't get to just go do that. You know? Without talking to people.
Well,
am I in the wrong color? No, I am.
What I'm saying is, after like 6, well, they've been together 8 years. So after 8 years, yeah, I would think that the stepmom would be acting like a mom to the daughter in that respect. But clearly didn't build up the trust, or didn't.
Or why didn't she know that that would be an issue with the dad?
Or the daughter.
Yeah.
Like the daughter would be devastated by it. She just didn't pay attention to that.
Yeah, or didn't care, or
something.
Thought her husband would back her on it or something.
Yeah, and ask the husband for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so I think I'm supposed to do some, like, other colors on these things now.
Like what?
Are you doing the silver on the teeth?
Some of them. I haven't gotten to all of them yet.
But you are. Okay.
Yeah, I am.
There's, like, these little things that need, like, other colors.
What?
Like this brown. Right here. No, that's not a... That's a gold. I'm not even sure which colors. Oh. Is this the brown I'm looking for? Yeah, I think this is the brown I'm looking for. Alright. Should I find another one to talk about?
Yeah.
We should probably think about cutting it soon.
Okay.
Jindy, if you have another one, go ahead and throw it in the chat.
Alright, let's hear it.
Am I the asshole for not giving my husband a single hour off on Father's Day? And overwhelmingly, they got the tag of being the asshole. I'm not even going to read this. It's a lot of words at the end of the day. Oh, never mind.
What?
Never mind.
Why?
Yeah, she's not the asshole. She gets a pass.
Oh. Why? Is he...
C-section, 1 month old
Oh,
baby.
God, no. Yeah. When the kid's a little older, then that's a different story, but...
She's on the tail end of recovering from a C-section. Yes, he has to do his chores.
Yep, definitely, 100%.
Wish that went the other way. Am I the asshole for telling my wife the lost submarine had imploded? No, you're not the asshole
What?
for that.
That's a stupid question.
Am I the asshole for telling my wife what happened to the news?
That makes no sense.
Am I the asshole for telling my girlfriend to stop telling me so much about her day?
Ooh.
Yeah. If you really don't want to listen to your girlfriend, maybe think about dating somebody else.
Yeah. Although I do think that's a common issue because I've seen a lot of TikToks where making jokes about that.
For yelling at my boyfriend for treating me like a child.
That one sounds boring.
Being disappointed with the gift my boyfriend got me.
Well, was she tactful when she said it, or?
Ooh, here we go. Am I the asshole for denying my husband a car?
What's the situation?
Lots of words, but yes, they're the asshole. Husbands should be allowed to get cars.
Okay. No matter what, huh?
Ooh, Am I the asshole for smashing a cupcake in my mother's face at a wedding?
Yeah.
This sounds like one person, the mother, is against LGBT. And some emotions.
Was she being rude or something?
Emotions ran hot.
Well, you still shouldn't
Make a scene.
Yeah, and be like violent. I mean, not that that would have hurt, but that's still leaning towards violent.
Am I the asshole for calling my friend a blowfish?
Huh?
I don't even know.
That's weird.
Ooh, kicking the pregnant sister and the boyfriend out. Huh. Lots of family stuff. Almost everything in here is always family.
Makes sense to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, am I the asshole for giving my husband 90 days to stop using my car?
What? That's a weird one.
He always had issues with his car, so he has to borrow mine. Now it's going on 1 year, and a few times he's turned into every day. My issue is I didn't expect it to be this long. He's putting wear and tear that wouldn't be going on it if I was the only one using it. I like to keep my cars 10 to 15 years. And that's no problem when you don't drive it very often. And he leaves the car dirty.
Yeah, I think she can say that. Sounds like he's like...
And my question is, am I wrong for giving him a 90-day timeline to get out of my car, knowing that we can't afford... Oh. Whoa. Okay, so this is different. They just got a new house.
All right.
And they're paying off quite a bit of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Am I wrong for giving him a 90-day timeline to get out of my car, knowing that, one, we can't afford one right now. Two, I don't need mine. Three, he'd have to scramble to figure out getting his car fixed.
Oh, that changes it some.
But I don't know. I kind of feel like that's part of adulting, and a year has been long enough. And I've told him several times that I don't like how he leaves the car.
Well, yeah, I think maybe she needs... Well, yeah, that's a really good point. If he's not taking care of it, the expenses is one thing, but if he's not taking care of it, then I kind of can understand her perspective.
What's unique to me, though, here is like the my car, your car, right?
Well, are they husband and wife?
Yeah.
Oh,
but she's talking about, like,
dating.
I like to keep my cars lasting for 10 to 15 years.
I thought they were dating.
And I'm like, but I guess I don't know. A lot of people approach marriages like still keeping things separate like that.
Or something
Their Venn diagram does not include their financial stuff.
But I do understand. Yeah, I get that. Maybe there was an agreement to, we share this and that, but not this and that,
Mm-hmm.
So if there was that agreement, then she does have a case.
Where are we from? We are from Minnesota, United States, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Well, the suburbs.
The suburbs of
Minnesota.
So we're about 5 hours from the Canadian border. Yep.
I'd say 6.
Yep, married. 3 kids. 6 hours?
I think so. More like 6.
Yeah, 6 hours, I guess. She's probably right. Well, are you going to paint some more?
Oh, well, I was at least going to finish the silver.
Oh, then I should probably do this part then. I'll do a little more painting too. I'll actually pay attention to the painting now.
Okay.
So what else is going on in the news?
I don't know. What's going on in Finland?
Anything interesting?
Oh, 6 hours. Oh, the Canadian border is 6 hours from where we live in Minnesota.
Just in case you're wondering, like, where in the U.S., we're way up. That's why I was saying we're pretty cold here, just like you guys get. Yeah, what else is new in the...
I'm curious what the big story is or what the main news is in Finland right now.
Oh. So I just painted the green spot because I had painted brown on the green spot, but now I just messed up with the brown. So
yeah, this is difficult.
Jindy does not follow Finnish things.
Oh. I see.
Well, we have enough going on here in the U.S. probably, and to keep everyone entertained. Unfortunately. Seems to always be the case. Nobody can just let bygones be bygones. Always have to be up to something. But seriously, what else is in the news?
Let's think. I don't know, just the submarine thing.
Weren't we just talking all sorts of stuff about Trump just before that?
Trump is an idiot, still.
Have we watched Eurovision? What's that?
Oh, I've heard of that. Gosh, I've heard of that. That's like a music festival or something, right?
Oh, crap. I'm painting the... I'm so bad at this. So Jindy, our 16-year-old daughter, made us watch a movie called Human Centipede the other night. Don't ever watch it.
It's very disturbing.
It is literally the worst movie that you will ever see, and not in a way that's like, oh, go out and watch it. It's just really like god-awfully bad movie. Right?
Yeah, disturbing. Alright, I think I'm done with
Eurovision is a song contest in Europe, and there's one in Australia. Oh, is that like...
It's like just happened or something, or it's coming up, or I can't remember. I heard something about it.
Is it like who sings? Yeah, don't watch the centipede thing. It's ridiculously... She was like, let's watch a horror movie. Okay, what do you want to watch? And then she puts this thing on, and
it's the weirdest thing ever.
It should not have ever been made.
Yeah, it was weird.
What's the name of the U.S. version? Like the Who's Got Talent, America's Got Talent or something? Is it like America's Got Talent?
Oh, the Eurovision?
Mm-hmm.
Well, she just told you.
Finland almost won, but jury
was rigged. So who won?
Sweden won. Those Swedes.
Oh, that's a border country, isn't it? Of Finland, right?
Border battle.
Yeah, border battle.
So, was it America's Got Talent? We ended up with a kitchen table, a dining room table, as a result of. No, not America's Got Talent. What's the one?
American Idol.
American Idol. We ended up with a dining room table because of American Idol.
Well, not exactly, but.
Yes, exactly. It was a direct correlation.
Okay.
You want to tell the story?
No, you can.
So my mom sold a house. She's a real estate agent. Sold a house to one of the contestants that made third place in American Idol. So
she got a big commission, and she bought us a
dining room table
dining
for
room
it.
table. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's
It's weird taking these off after wearing them a while. Yeah.
so that's our claim to fame right there.
Not really a claim to fame, but.
I feel like we should watch Eurovision now.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up. Because I have heard about it.
Alright. I'm just really
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, Loreen was the winner for Sweden. I can't even say this person's name from Finland. Then somebody from Israel was fourth. Someone from Italy was... Oh, no. Israel was third. Italy fourth. Norway fifth.
Oh, Finland won in 2007?
Okay, so... Yeah. Kind of interesting.
We'll check it out.
Oh, it was the 67th edition of it.
Oh, wow.
So... Ukraine was the winner in 2022, it looks like.
Okay.
Oh, Ukraine was supposed to host, but obviously can't. They were supposed to host this year, I guess, according to Wikipedia. Yeah, so this happened in May.
Okay. Cool.
That's
All
kind
right.
of cool.
Finland basically won.
Oh, I see. Yeah, it says Finland won the most points.
Won the most points, but it didn't.
Well, I'm trying to see what...
It's kind of like the popular vote versus the electoral college.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, Jindy, it's been great getting to know you and learning more about Finland. Really appreciate you joining and chiming in the chat here. I think we're going to call it an evening and go check and make sure our kids are still behaving downstairs.
They're old enough. They're behaving.
Hopefully. Do you want to show what we've accomplished here? Hold these up to the camera and we'll show.
We haven't really accomplished
much,
but...
all of it. We accomplished
Okay.
all.
All right. I mean, let's see. Whoop. This is hard.
Hold it in front of the other one.
The other one...
Here. Let's do this. We'll just take a trip. There it is.
There it is.
That's what we're painting.
Very exciting.
Look at that. Arrgh! All right. You have a wonderful evening. Thanks, everybody, for joining us tonight. And I hope you guys check us out next time. All right. Have a good one.